AMWU! Here to stay! Here to stay! Here to stay! Here to stay! Here to stay!
Well, I thought I was hot when I got here, but I'm a lot bloodier hotter now after listening to those speeches. And when we leave here today, Mr. Barnett, this joint's going to be hotter than Hades for you. I walked up that hill many times over the years. Doesn't get any bloody shorter. When we started walking up that hill, Woodsides was at the other end. They were an Australian company. They built the company off the back of their workers. Young men and women like me and many here today, and their families. They created new opportunities, and they worked their way up the hill. And I'm glad you took a bit of time. We weren't having a breather. We weren't having a smoko. We were looking at Woodsides and telling them we remember. We remember you, and we know your responsibilities to us. Yeah! We won't go on to that. See, there's the other young working men and women. For all of those people out there, they say the union movement and the union bosses. I just laugh, talk to Dave and Tony and Andy, union bosses. They don't know anything about our membership. If you're not prepared to go out and represent workers, if you're not a working man and woman yourself, if you don't speak the truth and you come back to an accountability, then they move you on and they put new leadership there. And we have to take the values of the trade union movement into this state government, into the federal government, that you are elected to take our welfare, to take our interests, to take our children and their futures, to secure us in old age, to secure us against infirmity, to secure us against bad luck and disability. You have a responsibility primarily to Australians and no one else. Yeah! And when you see Marius Clunker, whatever his name is, and the other CEOs walking out of the joint like this, they didn't need a wheelbarrow, they didn't need one of your utes. They needed a bloody tip-up truck to take it all away. And what did they do? For what? They took your jobs. They run those businesses down. They sold it off to foreign interests. And with that, with their greed and their elitism, with the supports of their mates in the mining industry, the club, as Dave said, that are the legacies and control the legacies of ordinary Australians. It's our dirt, it's our iron ore, it's our coal, it's our LNG owned by the Australian taxpayer, and it's not going to South Africans and blow-in Yanks or anyone else. We're here to say it's going back to working Australia. It's going... China, it's going back into Australian manufacturing. It's going into Australian construction. It's going into Australian content. It's going into the future. I mean, it's not bloody rocket science. You have a look at Dubai, they get it. They pile the money up and up and up and up. They go and buy our airlines. They go and buy our railways. They go and buy our ports. They go and buy our rail. Our racehorses. And they take all of it. Yeah, they go and buy our bloody racehorses. Too. Still got black caviar. Wish I had a bloody share in it. And they take it away. Well, our politicians, dumb as dog shit. 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 Dumb as dog shit.
won't resonate it.
We're telling them, we're Australians, we vote. We're working Australians. We're in a union because we choose to be in a union. We're sick of the lies. We're sick of the distortions and the dissembling. We're sick of Murdoch with his UK corruption. We're sick of people that have been standing us over us and manipulating the truth and dragging us down because we want something better for our kids and ourselves.
Sick of Barnett.
We want a bloody house. We want to be well when we're sick. We want to get old and live as long as we can to enjoy the fruits of our labour. And if you don't support us in that, you can bloody well bugger off. Because parliamentarians and parties come and go in government. I was standing here not that long ago, a bit longer than I like to remember, at the Patrick dispute. I was much younger, along with a lot of my old comrades, Joey McDonald and many others. We looked like Greek gods!
Yeah! Bullshit!
Yeah, we look like goddamn Greeks! But we learn a lot of lessons. That the world changes, but we stay the same.
Yeah!
If we stay to our values, we stick by young people. We give them the right to have a job. We give them something from nothing. We pick them up and dust them off. We go out there when they've been sacked because they got the confidence to stand up to the boss because of unsafe practices. That we go and fight for right of entry so we can persuade these young workers the truth, not the lies that they're listening to and they're dissembling the truth of life. That without their union we've got nothing and the future is nothing. There's a big difference in the world. We're in a great country. We've got to fight our way through the high dollar. We've got to have long-term plans. We're going to have to fight for those things. If we don't fight for it, we'll be Portugal or Greece. We'll be Spain. We'll be a generation of workers wiped out, doomed to unemployment, in bankrupt economies. We're not going to allow that to happen, brothers and sisters. We're going to fight for our rights. We're going to fight every day for our rights. We're going to stand up to anybody that stands in our way, and we're going to go the bloody distance!
The workers united will never be defeated! The workers united will never be defeated! The workers united will never be defeated! The workers united will never be defeated!
They had a company named Allseas. Then they introduced guest workers into the place. Come in, they said. Tourist visa. Have a seat. Would you like a cup of coffee? Would you like a milkshake? What's your fancy? Would you like to stay in a 5-star hotel? This way, please. Here's the offshore egg. This is the work. We'll look after you like a silkworm. Aussie workers, go and get Nick you. No work here. No work today. All done legally. At a big fight, when you face that sort of entrenched injustice, when you face the lies of these people in the dissembling, when you hear Barnett and Abbott and all of their lies, there is no future for us. There'll be a strengthening of those laws. They won't be single-filed people. They'll be multi-lane highways of guest workers. We'll be the working poor. Unions will be attacked because they got a voice. On the front page of the Australian, it'll be more of the same shit tomorrow. Militant union power. You know what militant union power is? Courage, determination, a willingness to fight, and a willingness to reclaim our own. And I just leave you this little song because I've got a bit of a chant. What are we here for? One long cold beer. I got this. We are the unions.
We are the unions.
The mighty, mighty unions.
The mighty, mighty unions.
We are the unions.
We are the unions.
The job fighting unions.
The job fighting unions.
The mighty, mighty unions.
The mighty, mighty unions.
The ass-kicking unions.
The ass-kicking unions.
We are the unions.
We are the unions.
The mighty, mighty unions.
The mighty, mighty unions.
And I'm proud to be here in your company.
And we are! Here to stay!